Hello, it's Katie again, and I haven't made a card in a very long time, or a card video, but I wanted to make one, but I realized that I don't love making cards in the summer. It's very hot, and I don't love making random cards or summer holiday cards. So, I'm going to make a Halloween card, because I can't wait for that, and all the new fall and winter releases coming out, probably next month or so. So I'm using, I've prepared some of it, but I'm using Fawn Booyah. And then I have a craft card base that I did top folding. And then I pre-stamped a couple of the ghosts and their faces from the set. And then I really like the Frankenstein lady hair. I don't know, that's what I call it. And the bat ears, some sort of ears, not quite sure. So I will color those, and then we'll do a little bit on here too, and then I have the Happy Halloween set up to stamp, so I think I'll stamp that on there first, and then it'll be a shaker card, so I have some acetate, and we'll be doing some Halloween-y colored sequins. So first I will stamp the sentiment to get that part down. Just want to make sure there's enough ink. Okay, we'll clean that off later. And then I want to stick the acetate down on this. Let's see, I think my tape runner is out and I haven't repurchased any, so I need a tape runner. I don't know what I've been using. Let's use some planner glue for fun, because I didn't keep a tape runner out. I just moved recently and I haven't, I've organized a little bit, but I haven't completely, like, I don't think I've made anything since I moved. So I got this planner glue pen just because it was very cute at my local craft store. They posted about them, so I went and bought a couple. I don't really use my Booyah anymore, or a planner for that matter, but I just wanted it, so we'll use this instead and see how it goes. I've used it a little bit on something else. If you, I don't even know what brand this is. Oh, it's the Primo Marketing ink, and it's just a planner glue pen. They come in a bunch of different colors, but it tends to get stringy. Like if you glue and then pull away, the strings might get in places you don't want them. So just be aware of that if you do want to find them. I don't know where else to buy them online. I'm sure there are lots of places. I just found them at my local craft store. So then I have acetate that I also bought, I think at the same store, but years ago. I just bought a bunch of sheets that came with thin tissue in between them. So really we only need the size of the backing there. So I will cut to the size that I need, and we'll just go over from there. I know you can't really see this because it's clear. Set that aside. Okay, and then just want to make sure any hairs or anything, as many as you can get, are blown off of it. Okay, so we want to stick that to the back for a shaker card. The glue is pretty good. I glued something down with it and then tested it later, and it held pretty well. So I'm okay with the strength on that one. And then for the, let's see, for around the thing, I think I want to, I'm not very good at this, but usually to create the kind of foam, the height that you want for a shaker card, you need like 2 levels of the foam tape, or whatever foam you use, but it needs to be doubled, and this just makes it a little bit easier if you do it this way. As long as it's lined up properly and flat, and it doesn't like warble, then it's probably good. So I'll cut off the end of that one. and here. So then we already have doubled up stickum, and I think it's a little too wide for this, so for this one we will cut it in half as well. Okay, so then I'll take off one side of it, and it's still doubled up in there. Put that down the side there. Do the same with this one. And then make sure we get some around to hold in. Oh, that's not the sticky side. That would make sense. I'll just trim off this corner there. So you want to make sure you're blocking in all of the sequins. I could probably use thinner strips all around too, just to make this easier. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to pause while I finish blocking off these, and I'll show you when I'm done. Okay, so I blocked in a little extra here and then some around here. And then for the inside, so that the sequins don't stick to like the sides of the foam tape, they're a little bit sticky. There's a embossing, like an embossing buddy brush thing. I don't have that. It has a little brush at the end. I just dip this into my embossing buddy bag and then just kind of dust the edges before you take the backing off. That way you don't ruin that sticky part, because you want to keep that sticky. So then, just to cover all of that, get any other loose stuff in there out. And then I'm remembering I also wanted to stamp, actually we can put foam tape on the rest of it too, and I wanted to stamp some stars on the front, so I'll probably need a little more protection up there for that. So I'm going to cover a little more foam tape for the rest of it, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have added more. I'm going to take the backing off. I'm going to mount this before I stamp. I'm only stamping a few little stars. It's not something that requires like the perfect amount of pressure or anything, so I think it'll be fine. But it's got plenty behind it to do that. So I'm going to put some sequins in here. I have some orange, some dark orange ones. I'll try and spread them pretty evenly flat. I wish I had like little ghosty shaped sequins or something. That would be cute. Let's see. I think these are the, oh, there's other purple. We'll just mix them. Different shade of purple there. And then some green. We'll do this bright green in the corner. And then for the big sequins, we'll do some black. Oops, that guy. Okay. So that should be good. Hopefully this is enough height on the foam for them to move around. I don't like making it too tall either, but I may have too many in there. Okay. So I'll take the card. The best I can do is center it the best I can and just know that it's where I want it. I can look from the side, from the bottom, press over it, press down. Hopefully I'm not shaking you guys too much. Flip it over. That's pretty straight, if I do say so myself. Alright, so Then I will show you the coloring of these. I decided I don't have anything light enough to put any coloring into these guys here. So I think I'll just leave them white. So I will do, on this one, do some, I have W7. And just do kind of the edges. And then I have W5. And just try and blend that out. I thought about using the Zig clean color brush markers, but I didn't do this in Versamark or on the right paper, so I decided against that, obviously. I didn't want to restamp them, so I'm just using Copics. So I will do V17 on kind of the edges of the hair. Maybe a little bit on the lightning bolt. And then I have V15. Bring that out a little further. These ones are a little harder to blend for me. Try and go over it a couple times to blend it out. I do usually use the guide on my Sandy Alnock hex chart, but my V17 and my V15 that are next to each other on the chart, if you guys have it, there's V17, V15, which are these two, and then above that is V04, which on my paper looks like bright pink. And then there's V12, which is this one, so it's over here. I don't know how that bright pink one even remotely blends near these, but maybe my marker faded, I don't know. But it doesn't seem like that part of the chart is accurate. If you have the chart and you have those colors, V17, V15, V04, and V12, let me know if my V04 should not look bright pink on my chart, because it probably shouldn't. But I'm not sure if it's just been on the chart too long or something like that. I will blend this out a little bit more with the V15 to get the dark purple blended out, and then more with the light one. Oops. So hopefully this, I'm going to be cutting out the edges, but hopefully this green works. I have YG05, which is called Salad, which is probably why I bought it. There was a Copic sale through Simon Says Stamp a while ago. There's probably been another one since then, honestly. And a lot of them I bought for their name. Salad, Toast, Cotton Candy. I was probably hungry. Okay, so I'm going to pause, cut these guys out, and then I'll put this together and then stamp some stars. I'll be right back. Okay, so I cut out those guys and their hats. Helmet, hats. And then I'm going to just put some stars there and I'll color them in as well. I think I can stamp these just fine. Like I said, that's a little stamp. It doesn't need a whole lot of pressure. And then I want to color them in. And my little ghosts are gonna go over some of these. So I will put a few coming out from there. Okay. So I wanted to do orange. I didn't have orange ready. We have cadmium orange. So I will do a few of them. And maybe some yellow, purple, and green. I hope I didn't smear on my, I got ink on my finger. I don't want to get it on the card. Okay, and then we'll use this purple. Purple here, here, and then same green that's in her hair. Green, and I'll grab a yellow. One of the brighter yellows, this is Y08. The orange was YR07. All right. Okay, so then, let's see, get my glue out again. This one is going to go up here. So you got that string coming off of it. Just have to be careful with that. You can kind of push down so it sticks to the acetate and the edge. And then this guy, get the strings. You can just kind of spin it like spaghetti to get the strings to go away. If you can't see those, I'm not imagining them, they're there. Put him there, press him onto the acetate as well. Then we'll do their toppers. Oops, this might cover up some of the stars. Oh well. Got that. And I'll just kind of hold this one while I glue it. It's good enough. Put that on his little head. Okay, and then I will probably add glossy accents to, maybe for the photo, because I don't know where it is right now, onto the stars, just so they sparkle a little bit, maybe in the green in her hair as well. But that is it for the card. Just something a little Halloween-y, because that's really all I feel like making. So that is all. Thank you for watching.